hope na you will cooperate as well. Same sa previous student teachers ninyo, okay? So, for now, check. Okay. Let me just present here my screen. Okay pa ba mo? Kasi nanay katugon, ha? Alright, okay. Okay, just bear with me. Medyo nang-loading siya. Okay, one moment. Okay, I'm so sorry for the technical errors. But, by the way, let's proceed. Okay. So, now, for the checking of attendance, I know nag-check na ganina si Ma'am Catherine, di ba? So, in this case, naabay ning apas or naay na late nga wala na attendance ganina? Naaba class or wala? Okay, so I guess nag-present ganina sukad pa pag first hour, di ba? So that's great. So for now, para man lang medyo mo active tagamay, let's have here a simple activity. Okay, so this is what we call photographic memory. So who is familiar about this? Nakadungog na mo ani na simple game? Yes, okay. So photographic memory. So here is the direction. Sa mga paka-familiar. So you just need to familiarize the given set of pictures in 1 minute and identify what is asked after. Okay? So there are 2 sets. So let's go first with the first set. So para man lang refresh inyong mga minds. Okay. So first set. That is our first set. So the timer starts now. So familiarize the colors, the shapes, its places. So familiarize lang. Okay, just for 1 minute. Alright. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, na-familiarize na ba? Okay na?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, great. So, here is the first question. So, where did you see the heart shape placed on the first column? Okay, heart shape ha? So, is it 1, on the second place, on the third place, fourth, or fifth? So, asa madapit si heart shape sa first na column? Who can answer?
Third place, ma'am. Third place, ma'am.
Third? Third, tanan ang answer ninyo?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, so,
Ma'am.
yes, you're right. So, naman ninyo, no? So, yes, it is on the third place. Next, how many circles are there? Is it 2, 4, 10, 9, or 5?
5, ma'am. 9, ma'am.
10, 9. Any other? 9.
9, ma'am. 9.
Okay. So, majority ang 9, no? So, the answer is yes, there are 9 shapes of circle. Very good. So, next is on the third column. How many diamonds are there? 5, 3, 6, 4, or 2?
2, ma'am. 2, ma'am.
2. Okay. So, the answer is oh, there are 5 diamonds. Sakto ba? Wait, let's check on... Ako po mo iwan ako familiar.
In the third column, naman. Third column, okay.
Alright, third column, let's see. Okay, so on the third column... Oh, sorry. Ay. Okay, third column. Diamond is... Oh, okay. Alright. I'm so sorry, class. Hold on. Oh my God. Alright. So, yes, on the third column, there are 2 diamonds. Very good. I'm so sorry. There is just an error. Or namali lang yung type. I'm so sorry. Alright. So, let's proceed on the second step. So, na-familiar sa ninyo ang first step, no? So, let's go on the second step. Alright. Here is the second step. So, the timer starts now. So, familiarize the number. Okay, so 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so I hope you have familiarized the second step. So here are the questions. First, how many number 3? Oops, okay. Alright, how many number 3 are there? A, 1, B, 5, C, 6, and D, 2.
5, ma'am. 5, ma'am.
Okay, alright, very good. So it is letter B, 5. There is 5, number 3. Next, sum up all the numbers on the last column. A, 14, B, 10, C, 12, D, 15. I guess nasad ko'y mali ani na part. So, who can give me the right answer?
11, ma'am. 11, ma'am.
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, this is wrong. Ni ako nabutang anim. So, sorry. Okay. So, third, simplify how many numbers. Number 5 are there. So, A, 5 squared. B, 5 to the power 5. C, 5 cubed. Or D, 5 over 10. How many 5 are there?
Ma'am. C. C, ma'am.
5 cubed. Alright, very good. So there are 3, number 5. Okay. So right now, based on our activity, what do you think is our topic? Any idea? But by the way, just a quick recap. Unsa gani about yung previous lesson?
Substituting and evaluating algebraic expression, ma'am.
Yes, very good. So related there sa siya in substituting algebraic expressions. So what do you think is our next topic today? Bisa na itong mga how many numbers, mga itong gipangita, pila ka shapes ang naa. Any idea? Okay, wala. Alright, so maybe naglibog pa mo what is the activity about. But then,
Yes, ma'am.
yes, we're gonna tackle that along the way. So here are first our learning objectives. So may I ask Ms. Mary Joy to read our objectives for today.
Kinsa nga Mary Joy, ma'am?
Oh, duha mo pa, Mary Joy? Alright, sorry. Hold on. Let me make sure. Let's have... Oh, okay. I want Miss Mary Joy Mora.
Learning objectives. At the end of the 1-hour discussion, 90% of the students are expected to A. Identify the different laws of exponents and scientific notations. B. Convert numbers into scientific notations and its exponents. And letter C. Apply the principles of the law of exponents and scientific notations in a given word problem.
Okay, thank you so much. So yes, we're gonna achieve these objectives through your cooperation and participation. Alright. So, for now, here is our topic, which is about laws of exponents and scientific notation. So, nakabantay ko ganina along your previous student teachers na, di ba, nag-related to, tell me something related. Isa to nag-answer of E for exponents. Isa ganito.
Ako, ma'am.
Okay, si Miss Emmeline, yes. So, it's somewhat related to our topic for today. Okay, so yes, I have here with me Ma'am Torregosa. So, she'll be discussing it after me. So, right now, at this point, we'll first proceed to the laws of exponents. Okay, so exponents are also called powers or indices. So, mo na siya, di ba, katong to the power of or kanang raised to something, na, di ba, mo na siya yung mga exponents. So, the exponent of the number says how many times to use the number in multiplication. So, nakabantay mo ganina sa ato ang activity nga nagkuha pila kabok ang numbers, kapila siya gigamit sa column. So, di ba mo na siya, exponent is the numbers to say how many times it will be used in a multiplication. So, example, 8 squared equals 8 times 8 equals 64. So, kay 8 squared, so ang iya exponent is 2. So, kaduhaon og balik si number 8. So, 8 times 8 equals 64. Okay, nag-gets ba? I think you're almost familiar with this, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Alright, so how about this? 3 to the power of 5. Who can give me the answer?
Happy, ma'am?
Shucks, okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm so sorry for that. Let's go back. Okay, so pila gani? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3.
243, ma'am.
143, ma'am.
How much?
243, ma'am.
Okay, yes. Very good. Alright, so I think you already understood what is the exponent or how it works. So here are just the things you need to remember. So first, the exponent says how many times to use the number in a multiplication. Then a negative exponent means divide because the opposite of multiplying is dividing. So you need to remember this class. So if makabantay na mo nga ang exponent niya is negative na, so you should divide it. Ang dili na siya i-multiply. Okay? So unless if positive mo na siya nga, inyuhan na siya i-multiply, but if the exponent is negative, you should divide that. Okay? And third, a fractional exponent like 1 over n means to take the n root. So muna siya ng mga square root. Diba, familiar naman mo mga nth roots. But we're gonna go along for that in our next topic, or I mean in our next slides. Okay, so here are the laws of exponents. So, daghan-daghan ni siya, but you just need also to familiarize this one and how it works. So, sa'yo na po niya siya hinumduman. So, since we have already have the activity like the photographic memory, so I guess you can also familiarize this laws of exponents. Okay? So, first, let's have x to the power of 1 equals x. So, example, 6 to the power of 1 equals 6. Ano man no 6 naman siya is because the exponent is just 1. So, kaisa ra balikon si 6. So, ang answer is just the same. It's 6 also. Next, x to the power of 0 equals 1. So, most of the inyong hinumduman class, if the exponent is 0, so any constants na matapa or makauban ni 0 is answer jud is 1. So any number less than 1, or I mean more than 1 and not less than 10, is the answer is always equal to 1. Nag-gets ra ba? Nakuha rin niyo class ang about sa exponent nga 0?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Next law is x to the power of negative 1 equals 1 over x. So for example, 4 to the power of negative 1 equals 1 over 4. So, kay diba, what we have denotes ganina. So, negative, ang exponent means i-divide. So, maon na siyang i-divide na siya, mahimo na siyang 1 over 4. Next. So, ani na sa mga taas ng mga laws nga you should remember. So, we have times x to the power of n equals x to the power of m plus n. So, masabtan naman, diba? So, ang
subtract, ma'am.
Yes, very good. So, subtract ang exponent. So, nahimo na siyang over or to the power of 6 minus 2. Kay division naman siya, so you should have that subtract. So, if product siya or ang multiplication, i-add ang exponents, but if it comes to division, i-subtract. Okay? So, next, let's proceed to this. X to the power of m to the power of n equals x to the power of mn. So, if ingani na gani, so muna siya gitawag class na power raised to a power. So, na naman siya yung power daan si x. So, in close parenthesis, naasad siya raised power, which is the n. So, equals ana, i-combine lang si m og n. So, you should multiply the exponents. So, here's the example. X squared, then, kabantay mo na sa gawas is cube. So, answer na equals to x to the power of 2 times 3 equals x to the power of 6. Okay, nag-gets ra ba?
Yes,
Any
ma'am.
questions? Wala ra? None so far? Okay, and then let's proceed. So we also have x, y to the power of n equals x to the power of n, y to the power of n. So, unsa may na-notice ninyo class, di ba? Gi-distribute si exponents. So, for example, xy cubed equals x cubed and then y cubed. So, distribute the exponent lang. So, that's what we called like product raised to a power. Okay, so just remember that. And then, another is x over y to the power of n equals x to the power of n over y to the power of n. So, gidistribute gihapon siya. But here's a thing class about aning law or aning kanang kind of like rule. Okay, law is also called rules. So, if ang numerator is greater than the denominator, so ang iuna dapat is ang numerator minus the denominator. So, exponent sa numerator minus exponent sa denominator. Okay? So, if ever kintahay x to the power of 5 over x to the power of 3. So, mas dako, di ba, ang nasa numerator which is 5 ang exponent. So, kung ano nyo, equals to, so, x to the power of 5 minus 3. So, over x or ihimo na siya tong 1. Kaya di ba, if x na lang ang nabilin, you should have that into 1 whole number. So, muna siya equals to x squared. Okay, 5 minus 3 is 2. Nag-gets are banning apart. So, the same goes if i-reverse siya na to. So, if dako ang denominator kaysa sa numerator, dapat po ang minus or in-subtract nimo adto ka sa denominator. So, I'm not able to have here the example. So, kintahay, balihon na to ganina. So, x cubed over x to the power of 5. So, mahimo na siyang 1 over x to the power of unsa man ang iyahang exponents. What do you think is the exponent? Okay, let me repeat. Kintahay, x cubed over x to the power of 5. So, kay dako man si denominator, dapat nasa ubos ang inig-subtract nimo, nasa denominator ang inig-subtract nimo sa exponent. So, we have 1 over x to the power of 5 or 3 minus 5. So, nasa denominator na to, minus ang mga exponents. Kaya dako man si denominator. So, equals to 1 over x to the power of negative 2. Kaya 3 minus 5 is negative 2. Okay. Nasabtan na ba, class?
Yes, ma'am.
Kasi naglibog mo, you can ask questions. Kaya nakalipat ko butang sa PowerPoint example about this law. But to simplify lang, para sa ilang hinumduman, here is example which is x over y to the power of 2 or squared, then equals x squared over y squared. So, distribute lang na siya, kaya we just only have one exponent. So, sa akong example ganina, both of the constants is na ay exponents. So, last law or rule is x to the power of negative n equals 1 over, okay na, tabunan na siya, 1 over x, okay, 1 over x to the power of n. So, di ba, if negative is, i-divide. So, mo na siyang 1 over x to the power of n. So, for example, x to the power of negative 3 equals 1 over x to the power of 3. Okay, so that are the laws or rules of exponents. So, let's have a quick test or quick example. For this one, 3 cubed times 3 cubed. So, what do you think is the answer? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3. So, duha na siya kaset. So, what do you think is the answer? Anyone?
$729, ma'am.
What's that again, Miss Helen? Isa ito ni answer?
Ma'am. 729, ma'am. 729, ma'am.
Alright, very good. So, 729. Okay? First set is 3 times 3 times 3. So, open close parenthesis. And then the second set is another 3 times 3 times 3. So, mo na siya ang second set equals to 729. Mao na siya. So, kay ang ibutang sa exponents is 3. So, katuloon si number 3. Next is 5 to the power of 8. Who can answer? I will give points for this.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Giganto, go ahead.
Ma'am. 390,625, ma'am.
Wow, very good. Paspasa, oy. That's right. So, 390,625. Okay. Alright. And then, last is 2 to the power of 0. So, according sa law or sa rule, what is the answer?
1, ma'am. 1, ma'am.
Okay, very good. Yes, it's just 1. So, any numbers or any constants nga si exponent 0, 1 jud ang answer. Okay, very good. Another one. Kanisha class. B times B times M times 2 to the power of 5. Yes, Miss Jella Marie?
Natuplo ka na, ma'am. Sorry, ma'am.
Okay. Sabi ko, answer ka. But is there any idea? We just need to combine the same base
Raffles, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Ruffles, go ahead.
32b squared m, ma'am.
And then,
Mora, ma'am. 32b squared m.
okay, una ba nato si 32? According sa iyang forma. So,
b squared 32.
okay, yes. So, b squared m 32. So, kay same base naman si b. So, itapor na siya, b squared. Kay ikaduha man ako si b. And then, just 1m. So, nasi solo m. And then, 2 to the power of 5. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 32. Next, how about this? 5 to the power of 4 times s times s times s times d times d times d. Who can answer? Anyone?
4b cubed.
Alright. Okay, so 250 kay 5 to the power of 4 is 250, and then pila gibalik-balik si s. Kaupat, so s to the power of 4, and then sa d is katulo, so d cubed. Alright. Okay, so I think you already understand how exponent works. So again, remember, it is how many times you were able to sa ganito, how many times nga ibalik-balik ang numbers. So, more na hinumduman ninyo through with these exponents. So, let's proceed now to our second, which is about the scientific notation. Ma'am Torregosa.
Okay, good afternoon. So, is my voice clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay, so let us continue what Ma'am Palomares started. So, let's proceed to the next topic, which is the scientific notation. Okay, so, is there any idea what is scientific notation is? From the class. So, none? Okay, so, okay, Mamora, Miss Mora.
Okay, so scientific notation is a way of expressing numbers that are too large or too small to be conveniently written in decimal form.
Okay, very good, Miss Mora. So, next, Palomares. Okay, so scientific notation, it is also called standard form in Britain, and it is a special way of writing numbers. Next, scientific notation is commonly used to represent very large or very small numbers in a convenient way. So, manigingan ni Miss Mora. So, scientific notation is written in the following format using a power with base 10. So, for example, aning scientific notation, okay, like, for example, 1.34 times 10 raised to the power of 2. So, yan na siya, scientific notation. So, next, number is written in two parts. So, first, use the digits with the decimal point placed after the first digit, followed by times 10 to a power that puts the decimal point where it should be. So, it shows how many places to move the decimal points. So, manakagiingan ganinang example. So, next, so example 1. Write the number in scientific notation, 734 billion. So, asa man ang decimal point, anak class?
Okay, iniwan. Asa ang decimal point sa 734 billion? So, naa sa kinalasan, no? So, next. Okay, step 1, move the decimal point so that you have a number that is between 1 and 10. So, kinanglan sa scientific notation, ang number lang gid na is between 1 and 10. So, if lapas siya greater than 10, then ato na siyang i-move ang decimal point. So, for example, so 734 billion, so naa siya sa end the part ang decimal point. So decimal is at the end of the number. And then we will move the decimal to create a number between 1 and 10. So ato siyang i-move between sa 7 and 3. Okay, so dili siya pwede ma-move ang decimal sa 3 between sa 3 ug 4 kay dako man if 73.4 dako naman siya greater than 10 naman, so between 1 and 10 naman ang scientific notation. So ana lang na siya. Then step 2, count the number of decimal places, move in step 1. So pila man ka decimal places ang i-move na to. So please count lang me. So, who wants to answer?
11.
Very good, Miss Jemima. 11. So, we started at the end of a number, no? So, 754 billion. So, and move it between 7 and 3. So, it looks like we moved it to 11 places. So, what direction did it move? So, asa man ta nag-move? Sa left or sa right?
Left, ma'am.
Very good, sa left. So, next. So, our count is positive 11. So, atong batayan lang nga if mag-move ta sa left, then ang iyahang exponent is positive. So, next example. Step 3 pa din. So, write as a product of the number found in step 1 and 10 raised to the power of the count found in step 2. Okay, so step 1, 7.34. So, kana lang mga dili ka nang way labot na ng 0. So, or ato lang siyang same lang na siya og decimal points, no, round off na lang sa 2 decimal points. So 7.34 times 10 the power of 11 man atong i-move ang decimal point. So nasabtan ra. Okay, so note how the number we started with a bigger number than the one we are multiplying by in the scientific notation. So when that is the case, we will end up with a positive exponent. Okay, next. So example 2. So write the number in scientific notation 0.00015. So upat ka 0.15. So decimal points na sa ta kay kanina we have whole numbers. So now we have decimal numbers. So next. Okay, step 1, move the decimal point so that you have a number that is between 1 and 10. So ato na pong i-move ang numbers para between lang siya kay if yan na siya nga decimal numbers lang is gamay naman siya sa 1 and 10, di ba? So 0.0015 decimal is at the beginning of the number. So na siya sa kinanhanin sa number. So 1.5 kay move decimal to create a number between 1 and 10. So atong gi-move ang decimal point. So step 2, count the number of decimal places move in step 1. So pila ka decimal places atong gi-move. So anyone?
5, ma'am.
Miss Jella Martin. Okay, 5.
5, ma'am.
Okay, very good. So nag-move tag 5. decimal places. So what direction did it move? Right, ma'am. Right. Very good. So our count is -5. So atong timan-an nga if decimal point ang atong i-write sa scientific notation, so automatic nga ang iyang exponent is negative. So if whole number, yan lang siya class, if sa left ka mag-move, then it is positive exponent. Then if ang decimal point move ka sa right, then it is negative exponent. Nasabtan? So,
Yes,
may class. Okay, so step 3, write as a product of the number found in step 1 and 10 raised to the power of the count found in step 2. So, saan man na siya? So, kailan itong ganina count gani? Okay, so 1.5 times 10 raised to the power of -5 kay nag-movement ta sa right, padong sa right. Okay, so nasabtan na ang scientific notation. Okay, so note how the number was started with is a smaller number than the one we are multiplying by in the scientific notation. So when that is the case, then we will end up with a negative exponent. So next. Okay, we have here practice questions. So write 1,705,000 in scientific notation. So who can answer?
Try na, ma'am.
Sige, Miss Jemima. Okay, try lang.
Okay. 1.7 times 10 to the power of 6. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dahil mo,
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. More 7, ma'am. Galibog ko.
6 or 7? So, Miss Jemima.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hindi, ma'am.
Okay, 6. So the answer is, so 1.71 times 10 to the raised to the power of 6. So, kano siya class? 705 unta na siya. Then, ato na siyang i-round off into 2 decimal places. So, mana siyang i-71. 1.71. So, stop that class. So, next is write 0.0807 in scientific notation. So, kinsa man ang mo try. Another na pod. Okay, si Miss Diane Rose.
Yes, ma'am. So, 8.1 times 10 raised to the power of
2 decimal places lang, mama. I-round off na to.
so
07
8.07 times 10 to the power of 5. Ano ba?
10 to the power of 5. So the answer is Palomares. So 8.07 times 10 raised to the power of -5. So sakto to mo ang nakaaban lang. Okay, so we have an activity. So that should answer what is asked. So, okay, next. So, na siya yung mga questions na nan. So, first setup. Okay, what is the scientific notation for 67 million miles? Okay, 67 million miles. Who can answer? Okay, Miss Summoner. Okay, Miss Summoner.
So I think this answer for then times 10 to the power of positive
Positive
7.
7. So the answer is, okay, correct. 7. Wait. Okay, raised to the power of 7 is siya class. Dili na siya 6. So sakto to, correct. So 6.7 raised times 10 to the power of 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So sakto 10 raised to the power 7. So next question is, evaluate 4 to the power of 6 in a standard form. Standard form. Who can answer? So 4 times 4. Unong kas 4.
4,096, ma'am.
Okay, very good. 4,096. Okay, so next. Okay, you can give me the importance of learning the rules of exponent and scientific notation in mathematics. So, anyone can answer? Give the importance of learning the rules of exponents and scientific notations in mathematics. So, sa nga importante man ang makibawta sa mga rules sa exponent? Manawag ko, B. Miss Mosikera.
The importance of learning the rules of exponents and scientific notation in mathematics is for us to be aware, and also it is an easiest way for us to get the exact answer. Pero when really naka maglisod bitaw.
Okay, ma'am. Very good, Miss Mosikera. So, another.
Higinto, ma'am. Kagat barong, ma'am.
Sige, Miss Iginto. Next, si Miss Barong. And then, next, si Miss Cagadas, no? Okay, so, Miss Iginto.
Okay, the primary reason why scientific notation is important is that it allows us to convert very large or very small numbers into much more manageable sizes. When these numbers are in scientific notation, it is much easier to work with them.
So, sayo. Mas nice, indot-indo nga naagid ang scientific notation. So, thank you, Miss. Giginto. Next is Miss Barong. Miss Barong. Okay. So, anyone? Up. Apay mo duga? Sa ganahan ng demo, answer. Okay. this, okay, so all answers are correct. So next, okay, give the scientific notation of 1,320,000. So you can answer.
That's ma'am.
Okay, Miss Cagadas.
Yes, ma'am, if I'm not mistaken, it's 1.3 times 10 to the power of 6, ma'am.
Okay, so 1.3. Okay, so 1.32. 32 lang na siya. 1.32 times 10 raised to the power of 6. Okay, so very good. So next is, okay, recall some of the basic rules of exponents. Ang giingon ni Ma'am Palomares kanina. So who can recall basic rules of exponent? Tekan mo to siya itong nasa table bitaw.
Dalion, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Dalion.
Yes, ma'am. So, any number, ma'am, nga nag-exponent of 0 is equal to 1, ma'am.
Yes, mo lang ito kinalisuran. No. Okay. So, ini kanang exponent nga zero ang exponent, so automatically nga ang answer is 1. Bisa para 1 billion raised to the power of 0, so 1 lang gyapon na siya. So, another. So, pamantong
Ganito, ma'am.
Okay, sige, Miss Jemima.
Okay, any number power of 1 equals x, ma'am.
Okay. So, any kanang exponent ka 1?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so x lang. Okay. So, very good, Miss Jemima. Next.
Pagadas, ma'am.
Okay, sige.
Yes, ma'am. So, any number nga exponent is negative, so ang equals is magamit sa division, ma'am.
Yes. Or, ang exponent nga, if anay exponent nga divide, ato siya i-minus. Okay. So, next, another. So, wala na. Okay, sa sunod, I need 2 volunteers. So, kisa may mo volunteer be. Sunod. I need 2 volunteers. Kani wala, dili tigtingog be. Okay, si Miss Dea Ganon. Si Miss Dea Ganon. Okay, si Kimberly. Wala. Si Genicel Rimolano. Wala gihapon. Okay, so I need ka na lang din si Miss Dalion o si Miss Raffles.
Yes, ma'am. So,
Si Miss Raffles na okay, so anya na lang tamangita. So, kay Miss Dalion, so provide your own scientific notation and exponent. And ang isa nga mo volunteer mo na ang answer sa i-provide ni Miss Dalion. Sige, Miss.
sige, ma'am, ang scientific notation na ako i-provide, ma'am, no? So, 3,600,000, ma'am.
3,600,000. 3,600,000. So, I need Miss... Okay, si Miss Judeline B. Okay, Miss Judeline.
Okay, ma'am. So the answer is 3,600,000.
3,600,000.
3.6. Okay, 3.6 times 10 to the power of 6.
Okay, 3.6 times 10 raised to the power of 6. Okay, very good. So, sakto. Okay, so, is there any other questions about the topic, scientific notation? Okay, so proceed sa dito sa activity 2. Okay, we have here word problems. So, problems na sa So, kindly read, Miss Cagadas.
Yes, ma'am. A robbery in London resulted in 6,040,000,000 pounds being stolen. Write this number in scientific notation.
Okay, so who will answer? Raise lang sa sa kamot. Okay. About 640 million pounds being stolen. Write this word in the one. So, listen siya, class. Miss Emeline.
Try ko, ma'am. So,
Try.
6.04 times 10 to the power of 9.
To the power of 9. Wait. Okay, let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, very good. So the answer is 6.04 times 10 raised to the power of 9. Very good. So next, okay, number 2. So, please read, Miss Remolano. Isa may mo basabi.
Ma'am,
Okay, Miss Jemima.
ako, ma'am, or si Jenisel, working tiyog na ito, ma'am.
Okay, Miss Jenisel.
Women are working together on a project. And the first man earns 3 times 10 to the power of $5, and the second one earns 3 times 10 to the power of 4 for the project. How much more money does the first man earn?
So, ang sama na ito pagkahibaw sa pilay sobra sa kwarta. So, how much more money does the first man earn? Okay, so, sa may buhatan na ito, ani, itong timanan class nga sa operation, sa scientific notation, pwede asa ka pili na ka anang duha ay mohang tawag ani kanang i-write into sa scientific notation. So for example, ani sa ka-focus sa 3 times 10 raised to the power of 4. Okay, so asa man ang decimal points sa 3? So naasa after sa 3, no? So, if naas sa after sa 3 and then ang decimal point atong i-move sa left, then ang iyang exponent is Osaka. Sabtan, if ang decimal point sa right, then ang iyang exponent sa base is os-os. So, manay timan i-class. Og ang decimal point ma-move sa left then atong isaka ang exponent sa base. And then if ang decimal point i-move na to sa right, then ang atong atong exponent rather sa base is atong i-os-os. So for example, 3 times 10 raised to the power 4. So ang i-move na to ang decimal point sa left. So nahimo siya ng 0.3. So times 10 raised to the power of 5. Kaya nag-move na to sa left, so ang atong exponent i plus 1. So plus 1 lang lang siya tanan or minus 1. Okay, so ato na siyang i-minus. So 3 times 10 raised to the power of 5 minus 0.3 times 10 raised to the power of 5. So ang answer is 2.7 times 10 raised to the power of 5. So ingani lang na siya, class. So nasabtan ba ninyo? So nasabtan, class? So how much more money does the first man earn? So he earns 2.7 times 10 raised to the power of 5. So mo lang na siya atong buhaton if atong gamiton ang 3 times 10 raised to the power of 5. So mo na siya ang naspikas. So atong i-us ang exponent. So number 3, find the area of a triangle with a base of 3x squared, y squared, and a height of 4x 4y3. Or cube. So hint, use the formula A equals 1/2 base times height times base times height. So the answer is the answer, ma'am. Okay, 1/2 equals, so ato lang times ang whole number. 3 times 4 equals 12. And then ug mag-times ta sa exponent, we will just add. So 2x2 plus x4, so natay x6. And then y5, so natay, so sa given y squared times 1y cubed, so natay y5. So the answer is 1/2 man siya, so kato nga. So 6x6 y5, so copy lang ang exponent. Okay, so nasabtan, class?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so wala nila pangutana. Okay, so to assess whether you understand our so have here the assessment. So we will just post it in our Google Classroom and answer lang, download and answer lang. So here is our assessment, and our assignment optional. Give at least 5 examples of the different laws of exponent and scientific notations. So nailaybota na, class?
Okay, may add to you can ask questions from your Ma'am Torregosa or Ma'am Palomares if ever na may pangutana or kalibugan class.